next, we have our public policy updates, and I'll be doing them on behalf of Arthur Pang. So thanks to Arthur for setting up the updates so well. So first, Arthur wanted to thank everyone for joining us, as well as Dr. Levine. But these calls wouldn't be possible without the information that her department provides on a regular basis. In US health news, we're still at around 1,000 daily deaths, though cases are decreasing. Last Wednesday marked California surpassing 500,000 cases and also reaching a single day death high of 1,500 nationwide. Ongoing challenges persist with expanding testing, though there are new partnerships among pharmaceutical companies to produce COVID-19 ameliorating drugs, such as remdesivir. Unlike the NBA or NHL, the National Football League NFL season is starting soon outside of a bubble. In economic news, July's job growth was slower than June's. Within 2 weeks of negotiations in Washington with little to show for it, President Trump's administration announced executive action to reinstate eviction bans, to provide relief to student borrowers, redeploy federal unemployment at $400 a week, and suspend payroll taxes for those making less than $100,000. Within this, however, the eviction ban would only help a small segment of people who live in buildings that have federally guaranteed mortgages. Anyone with a private mortgage could only be helped through rental assistance. In perspective, according to ongoing research, those who can't pay rent include 30% of renters nationally and 24% in Pennsylvania, 32% in Ohio, and 36% in West Virginia. As for the $400 weekly unemployment payment benefits, the action would require states to pay 25%, which is money that many states don't have, and also draw from FEMA's Hurricane Trust Fund during hurricane season. Some of these measures seem unlikely to achieve much, but what can be perceived is to remove urgency and leverage from a Democratic position. On the next slide, we'll jump to economic news. Governor Wolf announced last week that he would direct $28 million to help higher education facilities reopen. He announced last week that he will also direct $10.5 million to reopen career training centers. In Allegheny County, cases and deaths are trending downward again. Dr. Deborah Bogan reminded residents during a press conference to only seek testing if you have symptoms. Finally, Allegheny County Restaurant Inspection Team is now conducting follow-up visits to businesses that missed areas of compliance during the first round visits. And for the last slide, finally, we're still waiting for a vice presidential pick from the Biden campaign. Also, the Trump administration announced an early end to the census. We'll be talking more about this in coming weeks and what this means for nonprofits and underrepresented communities that we serve. In highlighting unemployment compensation news, approximately 7,000 PA nonprofits and local governments in PA are self-insured and didn't pay the solvency fee. We're hoping that you'll join us for our GPNP public policy call to discuss advocacy on this matter. In fact, that public policy meeting is this Wednesday at 11:30, and we hope that everyone will be able to join us. The hope is that, among other measures, PA will reopen this time period for nonprofits and local governments to pay the solvency fee to qualify for 100% reimbursement of unemployment compensation claims. And we know that for a lot of our nonprofits, unemployment compensation claims are taking a heavy hit on funds that they could otherwise dedicate to programs to help people during this time. Regarding childcare, we're continuing to see how the closure of childcare facilities disproportionately impacts women and people of color, both as parents and guardians who have limited access to care for their children, and also as childcare workers and business owners. Finally, multiple school systems across the Commonwealth are announcing their reopening plans. This is another subject that we'll cover more in our Public Policy Committee meeting, since it is such a timely issue.